Okay, we are back. Game 6. I'm gonna open up with e4 against Gus. We have a Sicilian. Don't play these very often. I believe this is the move. And we have an open Sicilian. New. Where do I want to put the bishop? Do I want to just bring it out and defend? Or do I just defend it that way? I think I defend it this way. I'm going to do that instead. Okay, so that doesn't really help much with anything. I think I like doing this. I want to bring the bishop out. If I brought the bishop out and they came down here, I could just go back. They could come down again, but then I could hop into here and it's defended. I like that. I'm going to do that. I crack my knuckles every single time I play a game and record it. I noticed that in the last video. I always like at some point crack my knuckles, which is kind of a weird sound. You gotta break that habit. I touch my face all the time too. I might have already done it a couple times in this video. Not a big deal, but it kind of looks weird. I feel like I want to stop doing that so much. Can castle soon. This looks like a weird opening for them just because it doesn't seem like they're very developed compared to me. They do get some space over here, and they're doing what I thought they might. But they do that. I can just hop in here. You take, I take, or I take there. Okay. So what makes sense here? They're double attacking this. Pushing does not make sense. Hopping in here to block doesn't make a ton of sense because that leaves this undefended. So if I hopped in here, they would just take. I could defend it this way. It leaves that piece undefended though. Right now this is defended here. So if I did that, I don't know, if they did that, then I'd have to hop somewhere else. Like here, not ideal. Down here, you take, I take, you take, I take, I'd be nice. I don't know, that makes sense. I guess I could also do this to defend it, but that seems kind of questionable. I guess I could eventually try to castle long. Like if I defended and then tried to bring this bishop out and bring the, but that's 3 moves away from castling. Not great. you know, they're also 1-2. They're a ways away from castling too. I don't know if either of us would do it very soon, but I need to defend this pawn. Do I want to do it here, or do I want to do it here? I guess we're gonna do it with the queen. I guess we're gonna do it with the queen. I guess I could invite that. This is undefended, but I have to move that anyways if that were the case. I don't know, I guess this is the more flexible option now that I think about it, because I'm defending. There's no immediate way to attack this, and I could also defend if they attacked with something else, and then I have the option to castle either way, which is nice. Took a while to think about that, but don't want to rush these things. I'll be honest, I played a game earlier and thought about, like, I was recording and was trying to play a game, and man, I was just like totally out of it. I played a terrible series of moves and I got back rank checkmated, and I was really pissed off about it. Didn't make the cut. So we're trying again. I mean, I guess here to attack makes more sense. I mean, it kind of cuts that off. But here. I guess I could jump here, but I don't know. It's kind of a weird series of moves. I guess if I go here and you go here, I could hop down here. And then it's defending this again. It's kind of a weird jumping around, but I guess if you went there, there, and there, I am threatening that then. And it's double defended. So yeah, I guess I'm going to do that, and we'll see what happens. So the bishop is on a nice diagonal, and if you pushed me out again and I got tucked in the corner, you could just take, and then I could take, and I'm totally fine with that. If you did this and then did something else and missed it, I would be able to fork these two with the knight, which is really nice. So let's see what they do next. You know, if they did something a little bit slower, this move to kind of pin the knight and develop is also a possibility. That's not bad. I don't know. We'll see. I feel decent about the position right now. I don't think there's any big threats I need to worry about, and I feel like I haven't made any real big mistakes from like a move order standpoint. I'm not sure what they're gonna do. I mean, I don't know. It seems kind of slow, but this side's so messed up. I mean, they're gonna want a castle over here when they do it, so at some point they need to move this bishop. They gotta move this bishop out of the way at some point. And I feel like if they did this now, it doesn't really help them. So I can go over here, I'm threatening this, so you kind of have to take, and then I get to take, and you're not castling then. Your king's just stuck in the middle of the board, and then I need to go on like an offensive push. Okay. I get that. So if I take, you take, I take, you take, I take, in the end of that line, you win that. So do I ignore it? If I ignored it and went here, and you went there, and then I just took, you took, no, that doesn't work. I'm pretty sure that's an easy thing to defend, and it's not. Those aren't connected now. So this is no longer a threat. Uh-oh, we lost Gus. Come back, Gus. Oh, that'd be a bummer. If I took and you took back, in that scenario, do I need to worry about anything? Like if I take and you take back, can I just check you? Right? I go here. If you take with either of these pieces, this pawn's undefended right now. So that's a problem. I mean, you take with either of these things, I'm going to check. So I think that was a blunder on their part, right? So if I check you now and you block, I can check again. Or I could just take. That feels pretty good, but I feel like the move here is definitely to just check you. If I check, you go here. Is it? I mean, that's a pawn. A pawn is a pawn. And you go there. And I check, you take, I go here. Well, you'd probably take back with the knight, and I go here. Yeah, I think that's the way to play it. So, because my king is not castled yet, this kind of just forces a queen trade because I can't move out of the way. Right? I don't know. You got to block one of them. Okay, you block that way. Now, what is the move here? I mean, I can just take it. Can I also check here? Does that work? If I check, there and you just came down, I'd check, I would just go here and then I'm forking these two things. Right? Is that the move here? Is check and kind of forcing you to take and then I get to take? So if I check here, we got to calculate this properly because I think this is pretty forcing. If I check, you have two options. I think there's only two options here. You either take or you go here. If I go here and you go here, I can go here. Your only move is to basically move the queen. You could go there. I could take with check. You would take. And then, yeah, either way, I'm winning that. I think this is the move. Let's do it. We're doing it. Oh, I hope I calculated that right. I wonder which one they're going to go with. I think it'd be a lot easier if they just took with their queen and I win the queen. They go here. Check. I can take this. You know, that's a threat. I could always pop back here. But that is the threat right now. Yeah. So you do that. I go here. The queen moves. If the queen moves there, I would take. If the queen moves here, is there anything better? Is there anything more forcing? I mean, I can't check again. Yeah, there's no more checks. The king is exposed. They're not castling. There's no way to immediately win my queen. I think I just go here, and I'm threatening these two. They move the queen here or here. I mean, here are your options. This feels pretty good. I still haven't castled, and I still have the option to choose which way I would castle if I develop that bishop. Wow, look at that move. That's pretty sharp. Or is it? Well, that's kind of awesome that they saw that. I did not. That was one defense I didn't see there. I mean, it's not really a defense. It's just something I didn't see. So, does that work, though? Because I can check you again. And if you go back here, I'm going to take. I go here. You can't take me. You can't go here. You can't go there. You're going to go here. You're going to go here. And then I'm going to take that. So I don't think that works. Interesting idea, but it doesn't work. I'm going to win that queen. What's funny is, oh, okay. So let's see. What's the move next? It'd be better for them to go here. Because if they go, so if they had gone there, it would have cut the coordination off there. So I'm going to take, you're going to go here. And then where do I put this back to? I could take, or I could just take, and then you go here, and then I like come back somewhere. Which is the better move? I mean, that one's not as clean because you can go here. So I think this is the cleaner one, right? Just take there. And you're gonna go here. I can't go here. I can go here. I could take, you could take, I could take, so. Yeah, that's a queen. And I don't think, yeah, that's just clean. So the other move I could do is I could just come back here. But then that kind of lets you do something with tempo where you kind of start to push me around, and that would trap my queen, I think. So that is not good. I don't want to do that. I think coming back here or even further back would be better, and then just castling and being okay with that. Here has a threat to it though. I like that. So doing this threatens, well, it doesn't, it threatens this check, I guess, and then you go here, and then I could check you again, and a whole bunch of stuff can start to pile up on you. So let's see what they do. I'm down on time, per usual, but this feels like a very good position. So I can't castle long in this scenario. I'd have to castle short. And if they make a move that's non-threatening, it's like a non-forcing move, I think my response would just be to castle right away, because I am up material. Okay. Okay. Why that move? I just go here. Here. Can I check and win that? That's an undefended piece back there. I sure can't. That'd be a blunder. That'd sure be a blunder, wouldn't it? I mean, going there isn't terrible. I'm threatening this, so you're gonna have to respond to it. You could go here or something like that, but then I can start to like develop my pieces and get into the game, or I could just cancel. I like that. I'm gonna do it. Do I? Do I just want to go here? I don't like that I just like no matter where I go, they can just like kind of push my queen away. Yeah, let's go here. I don't know, there's 2 minutes left. I'm still up a lot of material, so I just need to get castled and get my other pieces into the game. I should be able to convert this, but they're going to be able to chase my queen around for a bit, which is kind of annoying. If they did that, I could come down here but no, see, it doesn't really help. I need to do this. And it's like, you can't go there, you can't go there. castling would be great. Clearing out this lane so I could castle long would be really nice, to just have this rook immediately on the file with the king defending it. So yeah, the threat is I'm going to take this. So you need to respond to that. This probably makes the most sense. And then I think I would do this. Can't go there. Okay, we thought about that as an option. If I just like simplify the position, I was like, I don't care, I'm just gonna take this. I'm gonna take, you're gonna go here, I'm gonna develop and castle long. It seems like the easiest way to play this. I am down on time, so like simplifying. It seems like kind of crazy to do that, but I feel like I'm up so much material. It's like, do I really want to go back and keep getting chased around? I don't know, I think this seems crazy, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm just going to take it. I'm just going to take it, and this is covered. This is covered, and then I can castle with check. Because I only have a minute and 24, so I am in a better position for sure, but check. That's trapped. So if I go here, I'm threatening that. So I could also check now, and you go here, and then I get to take. That doesn't sound bad either. Check, you go here, I take. You go, I take. At this point, I think I'm just trying to simplify the position since I'm up material. Like really clean, straightforward moves, nothing complicated. Started playing too fast. Yeah. Well, I feel good about my decision to simplify. Oh man. That's rough. Well, there we go. Okay. Well, we redeemed ourselves from a back rank blunder in the previous game. I didn't show that recording, obviously, but it was bad. It was bad, so we're just gonna move on from there. It was bad to the point where like there was an instructive point in the game where I should have just taken a piece and the position would have been a lot better, but the blunder on my end was rough, so I just made another one. So let's check this game out and see what me and Gus got into here before we turn on the analysis. So open Sicilian was what we wound up playing. Beyond like this basic position right here, I really don't know any of the theory in terms of like what are the best moves. That made sense to just developing again. Kind of got the bishop on a really nice diagonal. Here, I was kind of going back and forth for quite a while between these. I like what I wound up doing because it gave me the flexibility to maybe castle either way at some point. And I did wind up castling long. And that move made sense to get this out. I kind of wonder if it would have been better to maybe do this instead, and then I can't hop my knight in there because they kind of invited me to get my knight here, and then when this happens, whoa, I press it down. That's annoying. Yeah, so they invited me to kind of push my knight here, and I think this was the real big mistake that kind of led to a lot of things going wrong for Gus here. So I noticed a general principle is when your kings are not castled, it is not smart to open up the center. And that is exactly what this is doing, is kind of inviting this series of checks. Here, I kind of wonder if it would have been just a lot more straightforward. And I'm guessing what the computer's going to want to do here is to just block with the queen and queen trade. You know, because you've got multiple pieces defending that, and you haven't lost your right to castle yet. So if you defended, I take, you take back. If I wanted to take, you take. You wind up with the finished piece, and you get to castle, and you're a lot safer. Instead, you went with the knight and invited that check. You came down, I got to do this, and then I think you really compounded it a bit and did that without realizing that I can check you again. And then I get this. So this series of moves here, I'm curious to see if I could have played this a little smoother. I mean, I'm happy with the win, and I chose to simplify, but it basically just led to this. So that whole series of moves, you know, I basically could have just sped that up and just taken it right away and given you the option to take back how you wanted. I wonder if it would have been better to put my queen on like it. No, not there. Put my queen on a different square. I'm gonna guess that the computer would have wanted me to play those series of moves a little differently. I suppose I could have checked here, but I don't really see what I get from that. It's like you're gonna scoot over. I can't check you again. I can't take any of these pieces. That would have been stupid. I could check here, but it's the same thing. It's like you're going to scoot over a bit. Like, that was a weird move. Those are all real straightforward. So at the end of the game, it was just like, yeah, it's over. So I feel good about that. So the main things that I want to look at on the analysis are how I could have handled my queen a little better in this position. And earlier, like right here, I feel like the position, I'm going to guess, is pretty neutral. Maybe I might be a little bit up in the position. Maybe the computer will favor me a little here, a few points maybe, not a lot. And like over the series of like 1, 2, 3, 4, like that chunk of moves right there, I feel like is where the game like really swayed in my favor. So I'll be curious to see what the computer says about that. I gotta scoot this stuff over. Yes, just do a basic. And let's see what we get here. So that's book. Okay, so everything is book position that I played. So everything I played there is, you know, okay to go with. It does want me. So it wants me to scoot up and be a little more active because I'm threatening this. And, you know, if you scoot over, it's not great. So I guess that makes more sense. The bishop's in a much more active spot there. I lost a little bit, not a ton. Oh, wow. It doesn't even, it's like, dude, don't care. I don't care. Just castle here. So it doesn't really see that as a big threat. Yeah, so I kind of figured that was bad. And that was the doozy. Okay, I like that. Oh, look at that. Look at that diversion tactic. I didn't see it. That was the move. That was the real gut check, is that. I missed that tactic. I mean, I'm up a ton of material. The game's done, but that would have been the move. Because you have to take, and then I get that. And now you're just totally busted. You know, you bishop c8, I could just, you know, come all the way back somewhere safe. Yeah, queen d2, just come back, be safe, I castle. Up a ton of material. So that was missed on my end. I took it, it's okay. It likes it. It's not as strong. Still wants me to castle, but yeah. I like, so here it's like, it doesn't like, it really wants me to just castle, but I kind of liked that. I don't know, what was it saying would have been the best there? Yeah, even here, I still like that, but they played that, I got to castle. Yeah, and that's all pretty straightforward. So they kind of walked into a pin there, and then yeah, here would have been much better. And then it's saying activate this piece where I could, you know, I could check, you could take, I would take. Kind of, I don't know. Okay. So that's instructive. The main thing I think early on there was, yeah, that was the really big blunder. So they were still fine. Instead of attacking, they just think about defending that pawn, and you're good to go, Gus. I mean, I'm still up a little bit here, but we still got a game on our hands. You get the bishop out, you castle, and we're off to the races. But that was brutal. Okay. Well, it was a good game. Thanks again for watching. I'll be back soon again with another one, and I hope you enjoyed it.